Hey everybody, and welcome back to Chortle Cast. I'm one of your hosts for tonight, Jake, and with me, as always, he's the Stream King, he's the Far Cry guy, he's that man who's going to tell Tiny Tina to roll for initiative because he's Steven. What's up, buddy?
Hey.
I was trying to connect Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, but then I was trying to also connect D&D and roll initiative, right? Because that's something you do.
Okay.
But I don't know why, if Tiny Tina is the DM in this situation, I don't know why she would be rolling for initiative.
Yeah,
I guess she would roll for the enemy's initiative.
She would. That's probably.
But I don't know why you'd be tired. Anyway, yeah. That's Steven. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
One of these days we'll actually play D&D on the channel.
Oh, I would love that.
I'm not a big fan of D&D, to be honest. It's just too dice dependent.
Yeah.
Well, it's dice dependent. It's just so much math. Like the concept of a tabletop RPG is great to me, but D&D is just too much, if that makes sense.
You mean you don't like breaking out the calculator on a Thursday night to
I don't
find out how much damage you're doing?
And also D&D is too mainstream now.
Steven, how you hanging in on this time change Monday?
Well, Saturday sucked.
Yeah. Very freaking cold.
Well, for me, it was more so because I had a terrible migraine most of the day and couldn't sleep till 5, and then I had to work at 7. Then Sunday was fine.
See, Sunday, obviously the time changes on Sunday, right? So usually Sunday's pretty rough. I don't know why it didn't really hit me that hard Sunday, but today hit me right in the gut. So I've been dealing with time change. It's been a rough day. But that's okay, because we're about to have a lot of fun on this here Chortle Cast, which is the official podcast of Chortle Games, where we talk about video games, TV shows, movies, anime, whatever the heck we want to talk about. We got a great show for you this week. We're going to do a quick, first off, I saw Batman this weekend. So we're gonna get my thoughts on the Batman.
Awesome.
We're gonna quickly recap the PlayStation State of Play that happened last week. But there is a fun fact for you, Steven. There is a Hogwarts-focused State of Play happening this Thursday. So be very excited for that. I don't know if we'll get to do like a live reaction to it. I would love to if the stars align. If all the wizards could just point their wands up and say some magic. Hey, Steven, your wife, she's a Hogwarts pro, right? Tell her, is there a spell to make stars align?
Hey, is there a spell in Harry Potter to make the stars align? Make the stars align?
Yeah.
To make a dream come true. Okay. She doesn't know.
I love that we just had that whole interaction. So anyway, but we're not talking about that. We're going to talk about last week's State of Play. And then to wrap up the show, kind of our topic of the show this week, we're going to be going down a list of 15 horrible video game names that Steven has curated. I assume with the help of probably some subs and
no sub help. No sub help.
No sub help on this one.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. All Steven. Steven has curated a list of 15, and we are going to rank them to determine the definitive top 15 worst video game titles. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Something we've tossed around a couple times now, but it's going to be good. It's going to be a good time.
You know, maybe we should have called it video game names, because titles makes it sound like we hate the game itself. Are we going to get a lot of hate?
I mean, we've hit the go button now, Steven.
It's true.
So that's where we're here
now.
What?
So. Anything to put us on the map. Any publicity is good publicity.
Any publicity is good publicity. By the way, what's up, Austin, and what's up, Ro? Thanks for hanging out in the chat there, guys. Austin says Fortnite is definitely in the bottom of that list. We're meaning more like names, like Kingdom Hearts 23.
If Kingdom Hearts
65 by
if I was
7 days,
365 days over
die by daylight.
If I was allowed to put multiple games on this list, and I'm saying I'm not allowed because I made it one per.
These are self-imposed rules,
right? Kingdom Hearts would be on this list like 4 times at least.
There's got to be worse ones than some of the crazy naming conventions that Kingdom Hearts has taken on, but I definitely believe that they deserve at least 1 or 2 titles on this list, but they can't be the worst. Okay, so we're gonna just dive right in. Steven is kind of wrapping up he's finding some thumbnail. I requested pictures for our ranking, so he's working on that, but I wanted to quickly talk about the Batman. Saw it this weekend with Brody. Shout out to Brody. We had a great time. Had those nice reclining seats, you know? Me and Brody are old men, you know what I mean? We're old dads. We don't get out to the theater anymore, you know? So we were living large. We had a large popcorn. We both had our large Cokes. We had our large reclining seats. We were about 8 feet off the ground because for whatever reason, the theater that we go to has decided that you got to be 8 feet off the ground to watch a movie. And, you know, we had a great time. But Steven gave his review last week, so I don't want to rehash too much, but I pretty much echo everything Steven said last week about the Batman. It was amazing.
This is no spoilers, right?
It has, and no spoilers. I'm gonna try to remain spoiler free here for the most part.
Yeah, so
I do think it would be fun once it's out, like on VOD. I would love to watch it like 8 more times and then do like a real deep dive spoiler cast at some point, just because there were so many good elements in this movie. But again, yeah, no, spoiler free. So I completely agree with Steven. It is probably the best live action Batman we've ever seen. Robert Pattinson blew my mind at how good of a Batman he was. And really just the whole, one of the early things that I told Brody when it started, I was just like, I love how we're just jumping in. Like, this is big. I'm Steven, I'm holding your hand. I'm taking you down a path. All right. But I just want you to walk with me. It's going to be fine. It reminded me a lot of how in Spider-Man Homecoming, he's just Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We don't have to go through this whole origin thing that we all know. We all know Martha Wayne had pearls when she died, Steven. We all know. Okay?
It's true.
I don't need to see some really artsy shot that's probably 5, 6, 10 minutes. Okay? This is a 3-hour movie. I ain't got time for it. Okay? I don't need slow motion pearls falling. We don't have any of that. We're just diving straight in. He's Batman. It's year 2. Him and Gordon are on good terms. Just go with it. All right. I loved that. It was great. Didn't waste any time. We just jumped right in. And it is go. At one point, I looked over at Brody and I was just like, would you believe it if I told you that we still have another hour in this movie? And
Yep.
he was like, what? Are you serious? It was great. Well, like it earned its full 3 hours for sure. But it was so good. And now I don't think I'm going to try to address this in as non a spoiler of a way as possible. But I'll tell you one thing that really made me just say, you know what? This is why this may be my favorite Batman since animated series Batman. Kevin Conroy. Since him. And that is this one at the very end, final climactic battle. I'm giving you no details except for what vaguely happens. And so Batman, I feel like, and a lot of times we see Batman as the guy who's either calling the shots, you know, like in a lot of the Justice League, and I'm thinking animated, but Justice League animated movies, right? Like he's usually a leader, kind of calling the shots, tactician, whatever, or he's the fighter, right? He's punching his way through people. He's doing whatever. I'm also reminded of that great Justice League scene that's kind of circulating, at least on my TikTok right now, where he sits with the villain Ace, who's like a young girl who can like manipulate reality.
That was the last episode of Justice League.
Yes, yeah. And he sits with her while she dies or whatever. Like we see all of that, right? But usually we don't get the more compassionate, like hero side of Batman in the movies, right? It's almost always darkness, vengeance, and punching people.
Darkness,
and that's all fine and good.
Punching. Yeah,
that's all fine and good. But typically the savior moments, the real like hero lifting people out of darkness moments are reserved for like Superman. There's probably a Wonder Woman moment where that happens. I can think of several times where Spider-Man has like saved people from rubble. It's not just he's fighting the bad guys, you know what I mean? Batman's almost always fighting the bad guys. He's never saving anyone is kind of what is a good way to say that. There's a moment in this movie where we get a scene that really felt like it belonged to Superman, where Batman literally like drops down and like extends his hand to save people from a horrible situation. And I was like giddy with excitement. I was just like, we never see Batman like this. Like, what is happening? So anyway, as vague as I can make that, that was one of the defining moments for me of just like, okay, this is good. They get it. So anyway, very, very exciting stuff. Really, really like it. Can't wait. I really hope there's rumors of a trilogy. I really hope we're getting that. I hope it's a saga. I can't believe I tried not to really look into this movie too much, but pretty much when I heard Robert Pattinson was being Batman, I pretty much, like a lot of people, just kind of wrote it off. Right. But wow, I mean, I want just this is all I want from live action Batman now. So anyway, great time, great stuff. But Steven, did you have any additional thoughts you wanted to drop in now that I've seen the movie or anything like that before we move on?
Well, pretty much just the thing you were talking about Batman finally being the hero character. That was the part that stuck out to me the most, because it is kind of a moment where I think one thing I said in my review was that this is a story ultimately of Bruce coming to realize what Batman needs to be, like the purpose for the character, or the purpose for why he is the vigilante and his methodology and everything. And the moment when he saves people was kind of that realization that I really, really liked, because so often we associate the character with he scares the crap out of criminals, he punches his way through the criminals, all that jazz, but we rarely get to see the side that is heroic or that brings hope to Gotham. And I like that they, with this one, they were able to capture the detective, the detective aspect, the crime fighting aspect, as well as like the hero. Like we got all of it, like I said, it was definitive Batman. It did everything that we should expect to see out of a Batman story.
Absolutely. Awesome. All right, so the Batman, it's great. Go see it. Go check it out. I'm trying to see if I can make this decent size, but I guess that's what this is what we got. So I shared my screen with you guys in case anyone watching in chat wanted to kind of follow along as we go through this state of play announcements, because I'm going to click through some things and read. But as we transition into that, we had the state of play. When was that? Friday? Was it Friday?
Wednesday.
It's crazy that we're having 2 state of plays back to back, both like midweek. Crazy. But anyway, this was kind of a smaller. They put it out saying we were going to catch up to a lot of the Japanese developers, and then a couple announcements from some Western partners. So they tried to set the bar appropriately beforehand, and so I know some people were
temper expectations.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
They tried to temper expectations,
they lowered
but
the bar.
there's no tempering of expectations with gamers. So anyway, let's start in. So honestly, one of the first announcements was kind of the most hype for me. This was the Exo Primal.
I mean, that was the most hype for me too. Like that was pretty much the only thing I cared about going from that show. It was great.
It was really, really good. I'm gonna see if this maybe helps y'all out. No, it doesn't. It doesn't help y'all out at all. Maybe if I do it this way. There you go. Okay. So yeah, this is Exo Primal. It's a new IP from Capcom. It's got multiplayer co-op battles. It basically seems to be combining Warframe and Earth Defense Force. And if you're not familiar with Earth Defense Force, that's like it's just not the best looking game. It's kind of a cheaper looking
game where you fight bugs in a city.
You're fighting hordes and hordes of space bugs, and you're doing all sorts of different stuff. But then this, you're fighting dinosaurs, and you have obviously exo suit. You've got all these different mechs, or I guess exosuits really is probably a better term.
It's an exosuit, yeah.
That you wear that give you different abilities. Like there's a tanky one, which I've kind of got on screen here. I'm going to see if I can click this play. Oh, I have to tell them my birthday. That's annoying. Exo Primal. You got the tanky one. There was one that kind of flew around. There was one that kind of looks like the Storm from Anthem.
Arkham.
I don't know. Yeah, my brain is on Batman still. So, but anyway, it looked like. I mean, it was more than just these 3 suits that they showed. So, very, very exciting. Like, see, here we go. Even some other suits here in this shot. I'm honestly really, really hyped for this. Like, I hope we get to see more soon. They did show it's more than just raptors. Like that's kind of what we mostly see in the trailer and even in some of these screenshots I'm showing. But there's definitely more. They showed a T-Rex at the end. It's kind of a boss, you could say. But anyway, looks very, very fun. I'm very excited for that one. And then I'm going down the PlayStation blogs posts. So I don't remember if this is in order correctly or not, but we got a new Ghostwire Tokyo trailer. It showcased just some quick kind of reminders of what that game is, and it probably showed a couple new things, but it's mostly just kind of showing off new monsters and that sort of thing. So that's out not this Friday, but next Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So very exciting. Steven's excited about that one. We got a new Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin.
You mean Strangers of Chaos
Strangers,
Chaos
Chaos,
Origin, Kill Chaos.
new Chaos, Stranger, Chaos of Chaos, Paradise, Chaos, Final, Chaos, Fantasy, Chaos, Origin, Chaos.
Yeah,
that one.
Like that.
They had a new trailer, which I will admit looked a lot better than everything else they've been showing for it. So
review embargo lifted today too.
Oh, did it really? I have not heard any of that yet.
Well, according to what I've seen, everyone's like, this is the stupidest story. But the combat is apparently phenomenal.
Oh wow, okay, well that's good.
Yeah.
That's something going for it. Well, cool. That also got a demo that will carry over progress in the game. I believe that's out now, so go check that out if you're interested. Then we got Forspoken was delayed recently to October, but we did get a new trailer in this state of play that just kind of showed off. I'm sure it showed off some new things. I'm not following that it so closely that I can tell you like, oh, there were 3 new monsters in that one. But just kind of a new trailer kind of showing off some more of what's going on there. So Steven and Brody have kind of started to dwindle on this one. I'm like, I don't know. I know, Steven, you haven't really ever been super hyped on it, but I just can't get over the magic system in that one.
I've said from the beginning
cool.
that this looks like it was a tech demo that they decided to put a plot to, which is why it feels so empty. But while I admit the magic system looks fun and fluid, by the way, I'm creating the topic of the show. That's why I'm kind of half here, half not. Great, I lost my place. Gosh, these names are so hard. Some of these names are so hard to remember. But basically, the narrative that they went with, I wrote this game off basically, and I was like, this just isn't for me. And that's it. But then we started hearing things about how like it seems like it's trying to make a statement more than tell a story. And so to me, it's like you're going to lack a deep narrative. You might have interesting combat, and this feels like 2 games put together. I just don't see it going well. And even if it does go well, it's not for me. I have no desire. So I'm just kind of sitting back, eating my popcorn, waiting to see what happens. And I'm still not going to buy it, even if it's Team of the Year.
I'm so excited about it. And my whole thing is like, I hope the story is good. But at this point, I just want to shoot the magic.
Then you'll probably be happy. I do not see this story being good. I see people saying that it's good, right, but I don't see this story being any good at all.
I am on the verge of getting Elden Ring because I keep seeing people with magic builds on my TikTok, and it's starting to get to me. I don't think I would like it, but I really want to try. Just
let it simmer for a little bit.
That's what I'm trying to wait, because I think I would have more fun if I went in it and co-opt with somebody. So I'm kind of waiting till you're ready to get it. But anyway,
I appreciate you waiting on me, but there are so many freaking games coming out.
Oh, I know. It's going to be forever. Gundam Evolution was the next one. It's a free-to-play first-person shooter action game. Looked okay. I'll scroll through. There's
like if Overwatch, like if a team of like 2 modders made an Overwatch clone, basically.
Yeah, with Gundam. If you're into Gundam, maybe check this out.
I'm into Gundam and it looks like garbage.
Yeah, I was about to say, Steven gets real excited when anything has mechs. So
I'm big on mechs right now.
If he's not excited, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, free to play too. That's kind of the.
But talking about that,
telling may not be the right word, but
no, it's very telling. telling is what to use here.
Yeah.
But no, I am like really big into mechs. But what's funny about that is that even though Gundam is an anime that I really like, I have like zero interest in Gundam games aside from like Dynasty Warriors Gundam was fun, but like if they came out with one of those today, I probably wouldn't play it. But like, because the thing I like about mechs in anime is completely different from what I like about mechs in games, which is the ability to create and customize my own personal kits. And Gundam is very much like, you pilot the blue sword robot that only uses
from the
swords.
anime. He's just like in the anime. Yeah, no, I get that. Then we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Cowabunga collection, which is a collection of like 13 classic arcade games. It was a lot when they went through not even the list. They just kind of kept showing gameplay, and I was just like, man, how many games is in this? So anyway, they've got a bunch of them. Again, 13 titles. So kind of most of these are side-scrolling beat 'em ups. But obviously, if you're a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or a fan of those games from the past, that's going to be launching this year, so that's exciting for you. We got a trailer for Gigabash, which was it's kind of a kaiju monster fighting game.
Yeah.
You drop in. It's kind of a top-down kind of perspective, but you're fighting a bunch of other kaijus in a city. For a second, I thought this said ruining childhood. And I was just like, what are we talking? But anyway, lots of cool looking monsters in here. This could be really fun. Like, this seems like a great pick for like a PlayStation Plus game.
I was about to say.
Or I don't know how quickly we're gonna get Spartacus, but like, this would be a great get for Spartacus in my opinion, because I would totally try this and have fun with it for a weekend or something. But I don't know that it's got me enough to buy it. Steven, I think one of these kaijus is a building. Like, it's just a building that suddenly gets eyes, and I'm really curious what that plays. Like the last one it shows.
Have you heard of? I'm just gonna, while I'm working on this, completely derail this into something else. Have you heard of? The Monument Mythos, I think is what it's called.
No.
You know how I'm really big into like unfiction stories?
Yes.
Like Mandela Catalog and all that stuff. There's one called, I think, Monument Mythos, I think is what it's called. But basically, it's done through like videos and online stuff. That's, I don't know if it iterates like social media and everything, but basically, it's what if the American monuments were hiding giant monsters that were trying to kill us.
Oh yeah.
It was very interesting, very well produced, very confusing.
I just am imagining the Statue of Liberty moving and saying it's time to freaking go.
Statue
Godzilla.
of Justice, I think. One of the statues basically is like actually a demon that's encased in like metal that's trying to get the flesh of humans or something like that.
Dang.
And she ends up breaking free and ripping through a bunch of people. So that was cool. Something like that.
That was cool. Awesome. Then we moving on now to bring it back to the PlayStation. Speaking of desiring flesh, the next announcement was JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle Royale, which is going to be launching this fall. I don't know anything about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but I'm assuming that people desire flesh at some point in that game. So the big thing here, at least that kind of caught me and Steven off guard, was just like it comes with 50 fighters. I know playable characters. 2
characters in JoJo. It's JoJo and his Stan. That's all I know. I don't even know if that's right. Please don't come at me.
Please don't come at me. If Brody was here, he'd be very disappointed in both of us. But anyway, yeah, just kind of a cool. Here you go. Just kind of it's a fighter. It's a lot happening on screen at once. I think it's just a 1v1 fighter, kind of like
like Guilty Gear.
Any of your other like Guilty Gear or
Street
the Injustice series,
Mortal
Street
Kombat.
Fighter. Thank you, Mortal Kombat. Thank you. But like, I feel like in every single shot in the trailer, there's 4 people, and I think it has something to do with like summons, or you have a partner or something.
In JoJo,
it's a lot.
Part of it part of Jojo. I've heard that Jojo is one that changes a lot over time, but what I know of is that like they have these things called stands, which are like spirits that are tethered to them, and so they do the fighting for them. So that's probably what you're seeing, is their stand.
Why'd they call them a stand?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I don't even know if that's right.
That implies something entirely different to me. But maybe
I think they're called stands.
Maybe they're not two different things. Maybe they are the same thing in my head, but who knows? Anyway, then this was kind of like my other big takeaway from the show, and that was crap. I don't think that's what it's called, but is that what it's called?
What?
Yeah. Okay. It's Trek to Yomi. I was like, I didn't realize Trek was in the name, but I guess it was. So, Trek to Yomi is this side-scrolling black and white samurai game. It takes place in historical Japan. It looks super cool.
Very Kurosawa.
You're kind of a Ronin, trying to avenge his family. Like it seems like there's some story stuff happening. And there was this really cool effect where basically you get killed, and then it looked like you fought through a version of hell and a bunch of like ghosts and shadow samurai and stuff. And then like if I remember the trailer correctly, the trailer ends with your body like as you had died, like kind of coming back up, like you had been brought back to life. And so I'm really curious to see how that plays out gameplay wise, because like what it seems like it's telling you is that every time you die, you can fight through hell to get back and keep going, which is kind of an interesting mechanic. Like I don't know how it would have to be. I don't know. I'm very interested to see how it's all going to connect. But style wise, this game looks dope. It looks a lot like a side-scrolling Ghost of Tsushima.
Okay, I was close, Austin.
It was stands, not stands. Like I'm a Batman stan. Stand.
Hey, guess what,
Steven?
I'm good. The list. Well, I'm basically there. I need like maybe 30 more seconds.
We've got three more games to talk about. So. We also, this was another kind of surprise thing that I think Steven and I will also take kind of a takeaway. Returnal is getting an update called Ascension. It's a free update. It's not paid DLC or anything like that, but it's adding co-op, and it's adding a Tower of Sisyphus mode, which is I forget exactly what it is. It does have some new kind of story
like endless,
stuff, but it's an endless tower. Yeah, it's an endless ascension. But anyway, new modes, co-op, which was huge. That was kind of something Steven and I were excited about, because I had never really.
Yeah.
Steven had talked about this game, and I kind of just, in my excitement, bought it, but never touched it.
I respect the hell out of that game, but it is not a good roguelike. Like, I want to like that game so much more than I do, but because I commend their commitment to at least trying to do a like AAA roguelike game and doing as well as they did with the aesthetic and because everything about it except for like gameplay mechanics that are roguelike focused, everything about it works immensely well.
Right. Yeah.
So that's one that I wouldn't mind revisiting, and I will revisit it. And honestly, I think co-op was the thing to do it, because part of the strength, one of the biggest strengths I would even say about the game is the world, and getting to experience the creepy world and all the events that happen together will make it a lot of fun.
I completely agree. I think it'll be awesome. So there's that, and then moving on, the last two were kind of real duds in my opinion, but I hope somebody got in the audience.
One of them is potentially not a dud, but
okay,
I need more.
So this is the Dio Field Chronicle.
Dio Field Chronicle could be good, but I need to know more.
It's a new strategy RPG from Square Enix. What's up, Joe? It's releasing in 2022, so that's pretty quick turnaround. Looks a lot like triangle strategy.
Tactical triangles.
I was gonna say tactical strategy, which would have been a better name for the game, but okay, triangle strategy.
Yeah.
It kind of has well, it's interesting. The cover art has a super heavy triangle strategy vibes, but then when you actually watch the trailer, it's like 3D. It's it's not turn-based. It's what did you call it? Real-time tactical.
It's real-time with the ability to. It would be real-time technically, but it does seem to have the ability to pause, kind of like Dragon Age, stuff like that.
Or Final Fantasy VII introduced that too, where like you could pause and switch to other characters and
it looks like Pillars of Eternity if it was an anime, basically.
Yes, yeah. So anyway, seems like it's going to be good. It says deep strategic real-time tactical battles. So but yeah, it had big vibes of like Fire Emblem Three Houses and Triangle Strategy, and just all of those were like there's three kingdoms. They're trying to come together or whatever. It's interesting.
It's interesting how that's going to be, because do we know what its platforms are going to be? Is it just PlayStation?
That's a great question. So obviously this is a PlayStation State of Play, so they're focusing on PS5 and PS4. But I don't know, Steven.
I would see that coming to PC, probably, at least.
PC, I would feel pretty confident saying it would come. I don't know that it's going to come to Switch or Xbox anytime soon.
I was just going to say it feels strange to me to play a game like that on a home console, because that's just so against what I normally do. But that's not a bad thing. It's just interesting, because I feel like one of the things that helps strategy games, tactical games like that helps them succeed is being on the PC and portable market. Because they fit that market so well. But to be on a home console would be interesting.
Well, and I think too the with it being real time, I think that's probably the difference. It's probably going to be a lot more engaging than like Triangle Strategy. You can start a battle, make your first move.
Don't you dare tell me that Triangle Strategy is not engaging.
No. But I mean, like, you can make your first move and then go make a sandwich, eat dinner, watch a TV show, come back and make your second move, and no one's crying. But with a real-time strategy game, I feel like that's a lot harder. And sure, I'm sure you can pause and then like that's fine, but you come back in and it's go. You know what I mean? It's not, where was I? Let me this guy's about to do whatever. So anyway, and then the thing they ended it on was called Valkyrie Elysium, which is going to be coming also in 2022 to PS5 and PS4.
Yeah, and apparently that's a franchise. Valkyrie is.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I had no idea. But all of the article headlines after the State of Play was like, new Valkyrie game, and I'm like,
it's the Valkyrie series is back in a brand new action RPG.
It did not look good. It looked fine.
It looked fine. It has an interesting kind of almost shell shaded art style. Main characters is a Valkyrie, but we aren't really sure.
Like, what does that mean?
How connected to this? Like, there were several times where I was just like, "Is that Thor?" And Steven was like, "Jake, you're reading way too much into this." Like,
it very much gave me the vibe because it's so Japanese.
There was an ending, like they introduced a character at the end, and I was just like, "Is that Loki?" Because like that's what I'm getting. That's the vibe I'm getting. And Steven was just like, "Jake, let it go." Like, I don't think they're thinking that much.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about this. I didn't even know it was a franchise after the State of Play. And Jake's like, "Oh, it's Odin. Is that Thor?" And I'm just like, Jake, they probably called it Valkyrie because it's a woman that fights things, and that's just a cool word for that.
It's a cool word for
that. It was just very Japanese. I did not get any impression from it that it's like, oh yes, it's an RPG about Norse mythology. No. Yeah. It's just girl fight good.
I don't know. I mean, I like the Norse mythos. So if they can show me some good stuff out of this, I might be interested. But it was kind of a weird one to land on there. But anyway, that is the State of Play. I don't know if was it blinking like crazy for you just then when I turned off that screen. Okay, great. Good to know. Good to know. Anyway, that was the state of play. Hopefully, the Harry Potter one that's coming up will be just as good, if not a lot better. Even though it's focusing on just one. Man, I'm real nervous about that one. All right, I'm just real nervous. I hope it's good. I hope it's cool. I honestly was kind of surprised to hear that we're getting a state of play focused on that, because I mean, it didn't get delayed, right? But like, it was announced in a state of play, and then shortly after, they were just like, "Hey, everybody! Just like, we're so glad you're excited. Just so you know, it's gonna be a while." But I don't remember that while being 2022. You know?
Yeah.
Which not obviously, this is just, we're doing a state of play. This isn't. It's coming out tomorrow, but you like, I don't know. That game better be coming out like January or February of next year at the latest. If they're doing a state of play, which is going to be like 14 minutes of gameplay. I don't know. I don't think that's one that you need to let. I don't think you need to let that one simmer for a year and a half before, like, people are going to see Harry Potter and they're going to either go for it, or they're gonna be mad at J.K. Rowling and not go for it, regardless of what you show them on screen, I think. So I feel like if you're gonna show us something, it better be good. It better not give us a reason not to get it, and then it better be coming out soon, because I didn't need all this otherwise. So anyway, okay. Well, that was our state of play conversation. Steven, it's time to get to the topic of the show. We've given these people 41 minutes of entertainment, but they're still sitting here like, what were these top 15 worst games? I need to know what were the worst. So Steven,
first, let's
take it away.
Hold on just a sec.
Do I need to change out the music for you? Do we need more intense music?
No, we really don't. So what started this conversation, like leading towards the idea of like, what are some just terrible, like the worst video game names ever, was Triangle Strategy, and how Triangle Strategy is my game of the year, and I do not see that changing. But it's got a terrible name. That's just a bad name for a game. So the thought was, what are some other games out there that just have terrible names?
And there's plenty. There's a lot.
There's a lot. But to add some ground rules to this.
Okay, I love ground rules.
One, I'm avoiding games for the most part. There's some that I couldn't resist. For the most part, names that are named as such as part of the meme.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Because like Soda Drinker Pro was one I was going to do. But it's very clearly self-aware, and it knows what it's doing.
Okay, all right.
So there's that. One per franchise, I think. I could be wrong. Okay. And the ranking system, and I've already forgotten what most of my ground rules were, so I'll probably add some later on. The ranking system is number 1 is the worst.
Right.
Number 15 is the least bad.
The least bad.
So there you go. Okay. I think I remember what I was going to say. We are ranking these off the name, not the game.
This has nothing to do with the game. It may be the best game ever, but if it had a stupid name, I mean, I think the Triangle Strategy, like you mentioned, Steven, that's a great one to point out.
And Triangle Strategy,
game of the year, but
it's not on this list.
Oh, really? Okay, great.
Because I figured,
I love how it inspired it, but it didn't make the cut.
Yeah, just because that's no fun. Here's the twist, Jake. Jake doesn't know this yet.
Oh, I love it.
One of these is not real.
Okay.
You have to figure out which one.
Oh, okay. A little mystery here. Let me. I don't have. I need a Batman mask. All right.
So you have to figure out which one of these is not a real name.
Okay. All right. All right.
So
awesome.
With that being said, I'm gonna share my screen. Here's my very low effort.
Bring us down here.
Just got my Affinity Photo Editor up.
Love it. Gotta give a shout out to Affinity Photo there.
Oh, it's great. It's great. So we're gonna start from the bottom here and go up, I don't know what this order is. So
you're just pulling them out, right?
Oh wait, I grouped 2 together by accident. Hold on, let me ungroup these.
It's great because I can't
all.
see what.
Okay, so
Okay,
we'll
here,
start with
now.
this one, and I'm going to regroup these. I hope that's not a thing that's going to happen a lot. Okay, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. I have hated this game name ever since they announced it. I thought it was the dumbest thing. They announced it with a trailer that was like revenge, vengeance, rising, revenge. Like they played with the word revenge in every way you possibly could. It was just bad. I hear the game's fun, but stupidest name. I made this in like 2 minutes, Joe. Calm down. It's part of the charm.
Joe is really upset about you on the numbered rows.
So where's Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance gonna go?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, Steven. Like, that's a pretty tame name, in my opinion. Name of the franchise, weird word. You know what I mean? It makes sense. So for now, I want to put that at 15. All right,
okay, that's fair.
I can sit with it. It may not live there. It may not die there.
A lot of these, by the way, I didn't come up with most of these. A lot of these are what I found on the internet, so no cheating. So this isn't just what does Steven think are the dumbest game names. You know,
right?
This is not my soapbox. Ninja Baseball Batman.
Why? What the frick? How is this a thing?
Remember, one of these is fake.
Well, I was just about to say this is the one that's in the running for fake. For several reasons. Number one, it's not a game cover. But also, like, what? I'm not claiming that. I'm not saying that. Don't mark me down for that. But that's in the running right now. That's a pretty funny one. I want to put that, Steven, at number 8.
Ninja Baseball Batman going to number 8.
Number 8. I feel like, we got to get a lot more for me to make some definitive rankings here, but that's a good place to start. Right. Joe's over here like, that can't be real. There's no way.
Extreme Sports with the Berenstain Bears.
Oh, man. Interesting you say Berenstain and not Berenstein.
Because it is Berenstain. We're not going there. I don't want to have
Extreme Sports with the Berenstain Bears. This is going to be hard to find out which one is fake because
it is.
This just sounds like such bullshit that they would have made a Berenstain Bear Extreme Sports game. Like, I'm thinking of Extreme Sports. I'm thinking of skateboarding. I'm thinking of like, I don't know what you call it, but like wingsuiting down like a mountain, you know what I mean? And like, I know little baby bear gets up to some bullshit, but like, that's a little bit extreme. Okay, look, we just read Asher a book about that little kid hiding in a box, and that box gets loaded up in a truck, and he like gets halfway to town and then just decides to jump out of the truck and run home. And he told his mom like everything he had done, and that was the end of the book. And I was just like, what is this?
I'm telling you, Joe, I did enough research on at least 85% of these to make sure that they are real games. Some of these may not be real games, but you already know the bet.
Obviously one is not, but that's the mystery. I want to put this at number 14, Steven. Again, as weird and stupid of a game as it sounds like, the title kind of makes sense. Okay. So I'm willing to sit with that one on 14. But let's. All right. What else you got for me?
A Boy and His Blob. Trouble on Blobonia.
See, again, like, really. Okay, so wow, this is worst names, right? Oh my God, the image is horrible. A Boy and His Blob. Like, what? Why? I don't. Bless you, Anna. Wow. Here again, like that. I don't know. That name makes sense. Put that at 13 for now, Steven. Put that at 13. I almost started looking up a trailer for that one.
So you really have to decide. You
aren't at 14.
You aren't allowed to cheat. You are.
I know.
Banned from.
That's why I didn't. I'm just saying.
You are banned from internet till we finish this list.
You're banned from the internet. Look, Austin, it's not where it's gonna die. Okay, I'm making a list right now. Those three that are on 13, 14, and 15. Like the name at least makes sense. Okay, Ninja, Baseball, Batman. What are we talking about here? Like, are they trying to attach that to the DC superhero Batman? Is it just Batman? Or why is he a ninja? There's lots of questions there. I have lots of questions about why the Berenstain Bears are playing extreme sports, but it at least makes more sense than Batman, okay? And then look, Bablonia. I know, Joe. That's why it's number 13. Okay, I didn't move anyone else anywhere else. Okay, it's not dying there. Okay, it can be moved. Let's keep going. So take it away.
So remember, we're ranking the title. One is worst.
Bablonia.
So really, at this point, let's decide. Just because I feel like you may end up needing help down the road, so let's just start thinking through this. What makes a good or bad video game title?
So for me, my basis here is that it's complete nonsense. Okay, I'm arguing too loud. Shut that door there. Okay.
She's not even watching. We haven't started arguing yet. We haven't gotten to that part of the
show. So what I am kind of determining this as is just a nonsensical name. Triangle strategy, as an example, right?
But
what does that even begin to mean?
Which again gets me to the point of triangle strategy. If you play the game, you understand why they named it that.
Oh, exactly. I understand why that was the working name, but I don't understand why that was the name they landed on.
Right.
So that's kind of my basis. Now, as we get deeper into this, if we end up with a lot of these that are just convoluted names, but they make sense to me, then I'll start having to rank them down. But like A Boy and His Blob, okay? That sequence of words is very curious to me. But it at least makes sense. I understand what's happening here. There's a boy and there's a blob. I don't know why.
A qualifier.
And then trouble on Bablonia really that escalates that one. But extreme sports with the Berenstain Bears, those are all words that make sense. Together, they're really I don't understand why. Same with Metal Gear Revengeance. Okay, that's a decent name. I understand that. So anyway,
a qualifier that I use. Just to kind of help with this list is the more embarrassed I am going up to a GameStop employee asking if they have the game, the higher up on the list it is.
That's a great metric.
All right, next one.
What you got next?
Super Ultra Dead Rising 3 Arcade Remix Hyper Edition EX Plus Alpha.
Oh my God. Okay, Steven, that one. Now see, this is where all of those words make sense, but they took it too far. Okay? This is too many words. It's confusing at this point. I'm juggling between 7 and 9 for this one. I'm gonna say 7, Steven. I'm gonna say 7.
Okay. It's not even gonna fit.
Oh, I love that. Can you stretch?
There it is. Ooh, let's
stretch it out. It's okay. It's part of the charm.
Divine Divinity.
Oh man, I love it. What is? Okay, make that bigger. Make that huge.
It's just gonna get worse.
That's what I'm trying to figure out why. Okay, yeah, I'm just. Why? so many questions. This looks like a bad
looks like you played on your dad's Razor phone.
yes Oh wow. Okay, I'm gonna set that at number 9 for now, Steven. I'm not loving it, but I'm not hating it, but it's not winning my favor, like some of
Okay.
the current low rankers.
Oh, if this is the one I think it is, it's a good one. Golf Magazine presents 36 Great Holes.
Oh man, great holes, man. No one in PR stopped them and said, "Hey, maybe, just maybe, let's not do this." I love it. I love it. Gosh, I don't know. Here again, funny, but not all of those make sense. Let's put it at number 12. Let's put it at number 12. I'm okay with that. Hilarious, but not outright. I don't know. It's pretty bad, but it makes sense. Bring me to the next one. Here we go.
Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue.
No. Yeah, I hate it. I hate it. Okay, so here's what I want you to do, Steven. I want you to take Super Ultra Dead Rising 3, bump that up to 6, and put Kingdom Hearts at 7.
You got it.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you.
Yep. Okay, next.
Is this a game or a statement?
These are all games.
No, they're all statements. They're all statements.
Melty Blood Actress, again, current code.
What? Melty Blood Actress, again, current code. Wow. Steven, I want that to go to number 1. I want that to go to number 1. That's the worst one so far. I don't know that it's going to die there, but
it might die there.
It's that one's pretty rough.
Great scoops of a paparazzi kid.
What? This looks like an anime.
It's a visual novel, I think.
Gotcha. I just need to know where you found all of these, said Joe.
Various articles on the internet.
All the corners of the internet. Okay, here's where I'm at, Steven. I want you to move Golf Magazine and A Boy and His Blob both up. And I want this to go to number 13.
That's interesting.
What you think it should go below?
I think
Extreme
it should be
Sports?
higher.
Yeah. Okay. See, but here's the thing. Bablonia.
But it makes sense.
No. Bablonia, to Joe's point earlier, Bablonia does not make sense. But like at least the structure of that name makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Great scoops of a paparazzi kid, that fully makes sense. I understand. It's funny. It's a ridiculous
for a video
name.
game. For a video game.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
But Bologna is still a more ridiculous title.
Okay.
My point is, A Boy and His Blob could have just been A Boy and His Blob. I don't know if this is a sequel or a trilogy or what. But I didn't need to know about Bologna. You know what I mean? We could have done without it. Anyway, I also could have done without why is it a blob? There's a lot of questions. Moving on. I stand by my case. Great scoops of a paparazzi kid is better than Bologna. Go ahead.
Okay. Remothered, Tormented Fathers.
What? Oh my God, that is funny. Every time you say Bologna, it sounded like you're a 3-year-old trying to pronounce baloney for the first time. Wow. Oh man. Okay. All right. Wow. I've got some thinking. Remothered, Tormented Fathers. So what this makes me think of is like the mom died, but someone remothers her, and the dad is tormented. But like, I don't know how that translates into a game. Steven, slap that. Here's the deal. I want you to take 6, 7, and 8. Bump them all up 1. This is our new number 8.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel comfortable there. Yeah, I think that's a good.
That feels pretty good.
Feels right.
Star Wars Super Bombad Racing.
Super Bombad Racing.
Literally has the word bad in it.
What is a what is a Bombad, Steven?
Bombad. This is one of the reasons I put this on the list. Bombad is literally a Gungan word. And everyone loves Gungans.
Loves it.
I'm pretty sure it's a Gungan word.
Okay, so here's where I'm at, Steven. I want you to take Golf Magazine Presents 36 Great Holes. Take that to number 10. And I want Star Wars Bombad Racing to go right there at
Super Bombad Racing.
I'm sorry. Hang on. The more I think about this, take Bologna up one more too.
The Super made it a little less bad.
Yeah. Well, no, just the more I think about it, Bombad versus. Now we're coming to Bombad versus Blabonia. And Blabonia is a little bit weirder than Bombad. So.
Second, I'm gonna kill my share screen for a second because I realized that I forgot one element. Okay, I just need to sneak it in. So I'm gonna stop the share screen for a sec and continue with your rationale.
Joe says, "I swear to God, if those holes aren't great, I'm returning this trash can." I really hope. Joe bought it. It's just like I gotta check this out. So I don't remember the rankings so far, but I feel pretty good about my choices. I
feel like you're doing pretty good.
We've got a pretty solid number 1. I don't know that anything is going to beat that Melty Bloody Broad game. My favorite, I'll tell you, probably my favorite one is the Golf Magazine 36 Greatest Holes or whatever. that's just too good. Or a close one for that would also be the Remothered Tormented Fathers. Like, I don't know what that game's about, but the name.
I'm pretty sure it was a horror game.
It looked like a horror game.
That's all I know. Okay, back at it.
He's back. Okay.
Okay, ready for that?
Yeah. Take it away.
We have 3 more.
Well, that's what I was just about to say. Since we've got 3, I really should look at this list and think about it here. So, Melty Blood actress again, current code. I think I feel pretty strong that is number 1. I don't feel like any rearrangement needs to happen there, and I'm really curious what's going to beat that. Super Ultra Dead Rising 3 Arcade Remix Hyper Edition EX Plus Alpha honestly should move up. Like, I don't know that I want to put it to number 2 right now, but in fact, go ahead and put it to number 2, Steven, because I feel like I'm just gonna move it up. You know what I mean?
I know I said that, like, if they're in on the joke, I wouldn't include that in the list, and that's one that I'm pretty sure that it's the name is tongue in cheek, but it was just vague enough to where I can't say that for a fact. So I was okay with putting it on this list.
Gotcha. Kingdom Hearts HD. Is it 3.8?
HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue.
God, why? We're just gonna leave that at 6. I feel comfortable there. Ninja Baseball Batman has the potential to move up, but I'm comfortable with it being there. Honestly, Remothered Tortured Fathers could move up, but I'm leaving it there for now.
Okay.
I almost wonder if that and Ninja Baseball Batman. I don't know. Let's leave it where it is now. But I don't. Those 2 might flip. Okay. Divine Divinity is just hilarious. Golf Magazine is hilarious. I feel pretty good about this other column, though.
Okay.
I feel pretty good. Metal Gear Revengeance is by far the most normal sounding one, quickly followed by Extreme Sports with Berenstain Bears, and then Great Scoops of a Paparazzi Kid. If anything, those 2 might swap.
Okay.
But we'll see. We got our final 3. Let's get through them.
Okay. Princess Tomato in Salad Kingdom.
The thumbnail. If you're an audio listener, I'm sorry. You need to. It says, "Please listen to me."
Apparently, you can dump the tomato.
Why is this a dating sim? Oh my god. Okay, that's funny, Steven. That's really funny. So here's where I'm at, Steven. I need this to go. This is gonna be an upset. This is gonna cause a lot of restructuring for you, and I apologize. But I need this to go at number 12. And I just need everything else to move up.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I know it's a lot of clicking and moving, but that's where I'm at.
Already done.
Love it.
Okay.
That's great.
Next.
I really want a trailer for that one. So at the end, I think we should pick like 3 that we have to go watch a trailer for.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be the worst ones, but I just there's some of these I've got to see what they're actually about.
Touch dick. Oh my god.
Your delivery on that one was great. You like just could barely contain yourself.
Oh man.
Touch
I forgot
dick.
that was in here.
Golly. Oh man. Okay.
Joe.
I don't even really want to know what this game is about, but it's like, what is it about? I don't know, Steven, because it's nonsensical. It's weird. It's stupid, but it doesn't make sense. Put it at number. Let's put it at number 4 for now.
Okay.
But wow.
The last one.
Give it to me.
Retired Men's Nude Beach Volleyball League.
Oh my god. I love the image you found here. The logo is real weird. Retired men's. Wow. Okay. All right. Here's where I'm at, Steven. That needs to be number 11, and everything else just needs to move up.
Okay, you got it. And while I move these, which 1/1s are not real?
They're multiple?
I don't know. Are there?
Well, you told me 1.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, first off, let me just make sure I'm comfortable with this list.
Yeah.
So starting at number 15, we have Metal Gear Revengeance. I feel pretty good about that. Berenstein Extreme Sports with Berenstein Bears. I feel pretty good about that, where it's at. Great Scoops of a Paparazzi Kid. Feel pretty good about where that's at. Princess Tomatoes in Salad Kingdom. Like where that's at. Retired Men's Nude Beach Volleyball League. Again, all those words make sense. In sequence, they all make sense, but it's nonsensical and stupid. So that's why it's number 11. Then we get into words that don't make sense, which is the Star Wars Super Bombad Racing, followed by A Boy and His Blob, Trouble in Bloblonia. Then we get up to Golf Magazine presents 36 Great Holes, which is just too good of a title.
That's my favorite one, I think.
It's too good of a title. Then you get up to Divine Divinity. Again, 2 words that make sense, but hilarious when combined for whatever reason. Remothered Tormented Fathers. Remothered just sounds like a weird word. And I know tormented is a real word, but it doesn't sound real in this context.
I
Steven,
also put tormented. I meant to put tormented.
Maybe that's what it is. And then Ninja Baseball Batman, like what is trying to happen in this. I love how Kingdom Hearts has ended up on number 4 for this, but Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue is, oh my god, I hated even reading it now. Yeah. Touch Dick, which, there you go. I think that's a great number 3. And then again, Super Ultra Dead Rising 3 Arcade Remix Hyper Edition EX Plus Alpha. Just wow. And then of course our our leading lady, Melty Blood Actress, again, current code. Okay, I feel comfortable with where this list is. Now the question is, what is fake and what is real? Okay, so I said this from the get-go, and I don't think anything has changed it. Ninja Baseball Batman is fake.
Okay.
All right. How many? How can I have it? Can I at least know?
You
how
tell
many
me
are
when
fake?
you're confident that everything fake has been pulled off the table.
Jesus. Define real. Like, is this?
The names are correct.
Okay, now are you gonna pull some bullshit where it's like Ninja Baseball Batman is actually Ninja Baseball Superman or some shit like that? Where it's like, okay, all right, all right. I still feel confident on Ninja Baseball Batman. That's not a real game. The Extreme Sports with Berenstain Bears. There's no way. There's just no way. And then I am torn on Retired Men's Nude Beach Volleyball League, and then Princess Tomato and Salad Kingdom. I don't know why anyone would make a game with retired men that are nude, but I can understand why someone would make a game about a tomato princess. That's a dating sim. Like I can see that happening.
This is what I'm here for, the Jake rationale of why
nude
men are not real, but tomato princesses.
But like, well, I mean, that's my thing. Like, who would intentionally make the Retired Men's Nude Volleyball League? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Why is that a thing? The Salad Princess, while I admit I don't know why that's a thing either, it makes more sense to me that someone would make that. But in the same vein, it makes even more sense that someone would fake a game that's like that. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna land with those four. So Ninja Baseball Batman is fake. Extreme Sports with the Berenstain Bears is fake. And then you know what? I'm just gonna man up. Princess Tomato and Salad Kingdom is fake, and it's those three. There are no more on this list that are fake.
Okay. Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
Okay. Stop the music.
Okay. Well, wow. Steven's getting serious now.
Silence is high drama.
I love it.
Jake.
Yes.
All of these are real games. Except Great Scoops of a Paparazzi Kid is not the name. The real name of that game,
oh God,
is Summer Colored High School, Adolescent Record, a summer at a school on an island where I contemplate how the first day after I transferred, I ran into a childhood friend and was forced to join the journalism club, where while my days as a paparazzi kid within Great Scoops made me rather popular among the girls, but strangely, my camera is full of panty shots and where my candid romance is going.
God dang it. I didn't think anyone could top our Fair Ladies, what I was about to say, but take that to number one. Take that to number one. That's amazing. That is the most anime name I've ever seen in my life.
That's the English translation.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
Whew, wow. Great one. I love the I love the twist of all of that, of just they're all real.
I didn't lie to you.
I told you.
These are all real games.
You did. I did ask. I was like, are you going to pull some bullshit where like it's not like this isn't the correct title, but the game is real?
Well, see what you said by that was.
But you did it to such an extreme that I'll allow.
Yes.
It. But yeah.
Because I figured you'd probably ask something along the lines of like the whole it's not Batman but it's Superman kind of thing, to where you're just kind of switching
like,
one
are you
word.
Twisting some things?
Yes.
Yeah.
But no.
He twisted some things, but it was a lot of things. It was a whole paragraph.
I figured something that you may want, just to prove that I'm not pulling your leg. Here's the trailer for Retired Men's Nude Beach Volleyball League.
I was just about to say, I do want to see some trailers for these. So I like how you're opening DaVinci Resolved to watch.
I did not mean to. I bumped that.
It's like, is Steven?
Yeah, everything is just like opening up.
It's like Steven's been editing a montage of all these.
There we go.
I was about to say, if you need me to here while you do that,
you do it. I'm trying to get all my setup back.
Okay, let me scroll down. Let me get a setup here. But
yeah,
so I hesitate if I want to watch the.
There are no phallic objects. Everyone's just basically a Ken doll.
So can you give me the list again? I definitely want to see. I want to write down like the 3 I want to.
And again, I did not do my due diligence of fact checking these. Most of them, so it's very possible that some of these don't exist, but most of them, except for maybe 1 or 2, I found on multiple lists, so I took their word for it.
All right, I feel like we have to watch the golf magazine one.
It's just going to be golf.
I know, but I kind of hope it's more. I hope at this point they had to have known what they were doing. You know what I mean? And I just hope they kind of dig into that.
Here, just to prove,
I want to see.
Just to go ahead and prove one of them to you. Where is it?
Are you doing the retired
Extreme Sports with the Berenstain Bears in color? Game Boy Color. Came out in the year 2000.
Wow.
Yeah.
I hate it. Nude volleyball. I'm scared to look that one up, but I'm going to look that one up. Princess Tomato. I got to see that one.
And Touch Dick is like, it's something for the DS. So I'm pretty sure in Japan, like, I surely that didn't come out in America, but in Japan, it was like some kind of tool that you could use on the DS or something.
Oh man. I kind of want to. I don't know about Blablonia. So what I've got right now is Golf Magazine, Retired Men's, Princess Tomato and Salad Kingdom, Touch Dick. What's pick one more, Steven, that we got to watch.
Did you just get Princess Tomato?
I got Princess Tomato.
Okay. Remothered.
Okay, that was one I was.
Or Ninja Baseball Batman.
That's okay. I'm gonna add those two. Remothered. Tormented Fathers. And then
Joe, did you guess correctly which one was not real? Or anyone else watching at home, did you guess which one was not real?
I would never have guessed the paparazzi one. Because like again, that like for a novella that makes sense. But okay. All right, so we're just gonna start this off real hot here. We're gonna do Retire Men's Nude Volleyball League game.
I sent it to you on Discord.
Oh, okay, great. Thank you. Even better, because I'm over here like
searching Retired Men's Nude Beat Volleyball League on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I don't know what that's gonna do to my search history now.
Okay,
great. It brought straight to that. So that was
Joe, which one did you think was fake? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, I love where this is going already.
The trailer's hilarious. This is another one.
It seems
this
great.
One's definitely tongue in cheek, but I had to include it.
No, I get it. I love it.
Comes out, I think, this year.
So I think, have we been doing window share or was it Microsoft? I think it was. I think it was the Edge share for YouTube stuff that we've been doing. All right, we're gonna see this here.
Yeah, they made Soda Drinker Pro.
I love how it looks like it was made in like Microsoft Paint.
Yep.
Oh God. Oh God.
I love the original song. It's amazing. Yeah. I think the ref doesn't have pants on. Yeah.
I was just about to say, I would feel weird as the ref, like, not naked.
Hey, Brody.
Brody, you picked a great time to tune in. Just go with it. Just go with it. Did he just... Hi, Grandpa. Please don't. Please, I don't know where this is going.
He's
but
100% Donald Ducking Joe. Absolutely.
Wow. It looks like somebody was getting... Is there like a... Is there something crazy? Like, is there something creepy going on in this game?
I'm pretty sure, because that's what they did with Soda Drinker Pro. Is there's like a game within the game.
Great. I hate it. It makes me nervous. All right. I gotta stop it. That was great. That was for like a weird game. That was like a pretty good.
Yeah.
Stop it. Stop it, old man. Okay, what was my next one? Let's see. Okay, Princess Tomato in Salad King. So I'm having to adjust here because I can't tell what's a. So somebody has a full playthrough of this game, which I think is hilarious.
I'm glad that it's coming out that these are real. Because again, I didn't cite my sources.
So this is on the Virtual Console.
Most of these are very old, especially Golf Magazine presents 36 Great Holes. That one's like 80s.
Oh, it's going to be in. What? Oh man, so it's in Japanese. I have no idea what's happening.
Skip ahead.
Yeah, it's a good call. Well, it's almost over. This is
well.
Literally.
There you go, guys.
There you go. You picked a better. Your thumbnail was better than what this is, but there you go.
I knew that one would throw some people, so that's why I didn't get a game cover for the photo, because then it would add some credence to it.
Okay, all right, here we go. We're just gonna jump right in. Go to touch dick. Hang on. Title screen.
Yeah, your Watch Mojo.
I like how the thing that comes up is the title theme.
Go to touch dick title theme.
No, that's okay. Well, I'm sure we'll get it. Oh wow, we're getting all kind of things here. Is it touch dictionary?
Yeah, it's a touch dictionary. But they abbreviated it to touch dick.
There's no way. There's so many ways. Just whatever. Why is this a thing? Is there a game in here?
That's the game. It's a tool that you can use.
That's the trick. It's a tool.
Oh.
See, I'm almost hesitant because it's like, is that the right thing? But anyway, it is what it is now. I feel like I should hide this screen until I find the thing that I'm looking for.
Yes, you probably should.
Because that's gone a little south already. Okay, so we did touch dick. Let's see.
We did touch dick.
Okay, let's do golf. Joe, I'm right there with you. Why did they even bother calling it anything else? Just call it Touch Dictionary. Magazine presents 36 Great Holes.
Now, see, I almost before I found the paparazzi kid thing. Before I found that, I was going to make it to where it was, instead of Great Holes, it was Good Holes, and that was the one that wasn't real. Right. So that would have been the BS that you were talking about.
Yes.
But thankfully, paparazzi kid saved us.
Thank you, paparazzi kid.
Thank you, paparazzi kid.
Okay, here we go.
I've got that
Golf
Mortal
magazine.
Kombat style of
36
animation.
great holes.
It's starring Fred Couples, but I left that part out because that would have given it away, I think, because I think everyone knows that I don't know any golfers except for Tiger Woods.
Well, that honestly, that gives it more credence for where it landed. At what did it land on? Like number 8?
Yeah.
Like, it's not the most ridiculous, but I just loved it. So I wanted it to get higher.
Yeah.
Wow, what a great time! They didn't lean into the joke at all, and I don't.
Which makes
it
so
makes it
much
worse.
better. And by that, yeah, better as in worse.
Yes, exactly. All right, remother tormented fathers. I love when it comes up. Okay.
How old is this
official
game?
trailer. So this trailer is back from 2018, which
That's
just can't be
hilarious.
right. That's got to
is
be
hilarious. It's Unreal 4.
Wow.
Peggy 18.
I was just about to say, like, who knows what's going to be in this trailer? So that guy had some big eyebrows.
What in the Silent Hill is this?
The heck is up with this guy's? Hey, look, it's a cameo from Retired Men's Nude Volleyball League.
Maybe this is the game within that game.
Maybe so. Ooh, this is... I don't like this. This is spoopy.
It may be the end of everything.
Will be your hidden gem, someone said.
You will be hiding it because
Remothered
want
looks
anyone
very
to know.
good. That's what IGN said. It looks very good.
What's Clock Tower?
Remothered promises to be a masterpiece. No. Player's Choice Indie of the Year. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all.
I love that the eyebrows villain. That is the funniest looking design
That
for anime
has a
I've ever
really,
seen.
really weird hat going on. Ugh. That is what you're in. Absolutely.
Oh, come on, eyebrows, one more time.
Speaking of shit, Steven, have you watched any of The Boys animated stuff?
Oh, is it out?
It's out. It's all on Amazon Prime.
How bad
now.
is it?
I got some good laughs out of a couple. There's one that's done by the people who do Rick and Morty, and it was pretty good. But the reason I made that connection from shit is there's one with Aquafina that she wrote and it stars in where it's a girl. She takes Compound V and she gains the power to control shit. And anyway, that's the connective thread in my brain there.
Written by Aquafina.
Well, it was pretty funny, but it was also just a little gross. But anyway, it is what it is. Okay, and then to wrap us all up, this will be a great finale. Ninja Baseball, Batman. Here it is. I love it when it comes up. Now, I swear I just noticed somebody say...
I believe this was an arcade cabinet.
Yeah. Let's see. Trailer, maybe?
Wow.
Angry video game nerd. Let's go back. I
love the mascot, like the baseball with arms and legs.
I don't know what this trailer is gonna, or whatever this actual trailer we have to go through. All right, coming back. Oh, this is
side-scrolling beat 'em up.
This is 42 minutes. This is someone like actually playing it. Steven, it might be a side-scrolling beat 'em up.
Oh my god, it is. That's amazing. This looks so fun.
Okay, we need to find out, Steven, if there's any way we can play. Wow, there's like, oh wow, he's got a baseball on that. It's gonna take us to double speed here. He had a long bat.
This is incredible. Fun. Skip ahead to gameplay. Unless it's just this. This looks awesome.
Wow, this is
This is not what I expected.
No, I expected a baseball game.
That's what I expected.
Yeah, this looks great. I would play this.
I would too. It's definitely made in Japan. Definitely made in Japan to appeal to the Western audience.
Right. What are they like over there? Baseball.
Ninjas and baseball.
Like, okay. Wow. What a great time. What a great time we've had here on this episode of Chortle Cast.
I love when we do segments. Those are my favorite episodes.
They are. They're great. They're great. They're a lot of fun. So anyway, let us know if you enjoyed this. Thank you to everybody who's in the chat hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Of course, this is not the only thing we do here on the channel. We do the podcast every Monday night. We just hang out. Sometimes we talk about news. Sometimes we hang out and do weird things like this and have a great time. But we do live streams throughout the rest of the week. Typically Thursday night, Friday nights, and Saturday nights. So be sure to tune in for those later this week. Are there any game releases happening this week, Steven? I keep thinking that Borderlands is this weekend, but
that's
it's next weekend.
Friday, I believe.
Yes, 25th.
Nothing this week. We get a break this week.
Yeah, so we'll just have some regular streams.
Are you picking up Tiny Tina's when it comes out?
I am probably going to pick that one up. I'm not going to pick up
Ghostwire.
Ghostwire. I am picking up Kirby too. I've already pre-ordered Kirby, so next weekend I'll have to stream Kirby if I can.
Yeah. Something we didn't talk about.
Go ahead.
Something we didn't talk about was that Tiny Tina is full crossplay, so I'm probably picking it up on PC, just because I feel like I'll enjoy it on PC more.
Gotcha.
But we'll be able to play that even if you get on PlayStation.
Plan. And have we confirmed that includes PlayStation? Because
Randy Pitchford specifically said including PlayStation.
Well, so I think the real announcement was that it was going to be cross-platform with PlayStation because
everyone expected it to be within the ecosystem. So the fact that it's even Xbox to PC is news.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, there you go. Yeah, we'll do some streams this week, and then obviously next week will be lots of new games coming out. So be sure to tune in, hang out, stick around for all that good stuff. But that's gonna do it for tonight. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.